Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are doing a pink smoky eye soft glam with a nude lip. We are still sticking to the Christmas look, don't you worry. I just really fancied doing a wearable look today, and I feel like sometimes you guys prefer a look that you can wear out yourselves. So yeah, we're going to go for a full in-depth tutorial, so let's get started. So to start off with brows, I'm just going in with this NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen. I'm just going to draw in some hairs on my eyebrows because we're just going for a fluffy eyebrow look today. I'm just drawing in those hairs, and at the front I've just created the shape that I want. I'm filling in where I didn't really have much hair. Then I'm just going to go in and do the same on the other side. And I always tend to have a little, not bald patch, but a sparse area in the arch of this brow. So I also like to go in and make sure that that's nice and filled in. And then now that that's dried, I'm just going in with this Got To Be Brow and Edge Gel. I used to use this all the time, and I lost it, and I've literally just found it hunting through my drawers. I literally used to put this on every day, even if I didn't fill in my brows. You do have to be careful with how much you put on because it can go a bit crispy and the product does flake off, so go very sparingly with it. So I'm just going to lightly brush that through. Oh, we put too much. I'm just going to take a spoolie quickly and brush over that brow gel. Get some of that product off. So I'm just going to go in now to carve out my brows using the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. I'm just taking a flat brush from Morphe and going to coat that in the concealer. And then we're just going to carve out underneath the brow. And then I'm just taking this fluffy dense brush from Morphe. I'm just going to buff that concealer into my eyes and blend out on the bridge. So now for prepping the skin, I'm going in with two different primers today, and these are the OG primers I used to use, but we're going back to them today for a perfect skin. I'm going to use the Baby Skin Pore Eraser Primer from Maybelline, and I like to use this in my T-zone and on all of the areas that I have pores that need covering, and this is really good at blurring. And then I'm just going in with the Ordinary Primer as well, just to add a bit of moisture to the rest of my face. And then I just rub that product in to my nose area and my T-zone, and it really mattifies the skin and blurs the pores. And then I'm just going to take some of that Ordinary one. Ooh, this one feels quite moisturising as well, rather than a sticky one, which we normally go for. We normally use the e.l.f. Power Grip. And then for skin, I'm going to be using a combination of these Revolution Bright and Glowy drops, and I'm pairing this with the Revolution Skin Silk foundation, and I've used this quite a few times recently, and it's really good if you want a light coverage glowy base. So I'm basically just gonna put it all over my face, and then we'll blend it in afterwards. You can also just mix this with your foundation, but I do prefer to put it on first as an extra step. And then I'm just taking a big foundation brush and buffing that into the skin like I would the foundation. And it just gives a nice dewy glow. So then I'm just going to take my Skin Silk and I'm going to squirt some of this straight onto the face. skin silk that I'm using is in the shade F2. And then I'm just going to take that same brush and just buff that into my skin. So now that I've got the foundation on, I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer. For once, I'm taking a really big fluffy brush for my bronzer because I always do bronzer, but I do it with a small brush, so I'm basically contouring, even though it's a different shade. Then I'm just taking a small angled brush from Morphe and I'm going to apply some of that bronzer to my nose as well. And then I'm going to go in with concealer next, and the concealer I'm using for under my eyes is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade's come off. Oh no, it had a shade on the bottom. I've definitely shown it in my other videos. Tell me it had a shade on the bottom. And I'm just going to go in under my eyes to lighten this up a bit. I'm going under my eyes and wing it a bit under there. And then on my nose. And basically just on my T-zone to add some highlighting down the centre of my face. And then I'm just going to take a really small beauty blender to blend in the parts of my inner corners of my eyes. And then now that that's blended in, I'm just going to go in with my Revolution translucent powder to set under the eyes and on the high points of my face. Just going to take a little powder puff and press that in. And next for blush, I'm just going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Disney 100. This is the Beauty Light wand, and this is a highlighter and a blush in one. And as soon as I've dotted it, I'm just going to take a brush to it and blend it out, because obviously I have put it on top of a powder, so the longer we leave it, it will set as it was applied. And then we're using my favourite highlighter, which is the Revolution Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Lights. And then I'm just taking this fluffy highlighter brush from Morphe again. I'm just going to pat it in there, because I don't actually want a very big glow this time. I just want a nice dewy skin. And a little bit on the end of the nose, on the bridge, and above the lips. Before we move on to eyes, I'm just going to apply some of this luminous Morphe setting spray just to keep my skin nice and hydrated. And now it's time to move on to the pink smoky eye. So I'm using a range of palettes today. I would show you them all, but this is the stack. It's basically, we've got Beauty Bay Neutrals palette, a Revolution palette, Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, bringing that one out, the Pricked Jeffree Star palette, and this cool little fashion eyeshadows kit. I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to be using all of these palettes. I'm just mixing and matching where I can. So I'm going to start by taking a lighter shade of pink. I'm just going to blend that all over the lid to create a base. We are going to put a shimmer over the lid too. But this is just like a transition shade almost. I'm going to make sure it's nice and winged out because that's what we want to achieve with the smoky eye. And then I'm just picking up a darker peach. I'm going to focus that more towards the lash line. And then I'm just taking a smaller brush and a darker shade of pink. I'm just going to smoke that along the lash line. And I'm just bringing that under the eye as well. And I'm just taking this deep pinky purple shade on an even smaller brush. And I'm going to keep it so close to that lash line as I can. Now I'm just going to take that same peachy shade we used at the start and I'm just going to blend the edges of the smoky eye so that it doesn't look too abrupt. And before I smoke it out a little more, I'm just going to take a shimmery shade. I'm just going to take this pink shimmery shade. It just looks like this. I'm just going to apply it all over my lid. I'm basically just going to go back in again with the smoky eye over the top of the shimmer, just so that it stands out a little more. And now I'm just going to go in with this eyeliner pencil in the inside of my lash line to deepen it up. And then I'm just taking a little flat brush with some black on it. And I'm just going to smoke out from the lash line. And we're going to do the same on the top as well. And then we're going to blend it back in with that dark pink. And then I've just brought some of that black eye pencil into the inner corner of my eye. So this is the finished smoky pink eye that we're going for. I'm going to go and replicate it on the other eye and then we'll do some mascara and I'll be back with you. So now that both eyes are done and they look pretty symmetrical, I'm going to go in with my MAC Stack Black Mascara and I'm just going to coat all of the lashes. And then for lips, I'm just going in with this MAC lip liner and this is in the shade Soul. So I'm just going to line my lips with this. And then I'm just going to take this MAC lipstick, and this is a matte lipstick, so we are going to go in with a gloss on top, I believe. And this is just this pinky shade. It's called Runway Hit. Now I'm going to go in with a clear gloss over the top. Give it a shine. And this is the finished makeup. I'm just going to give it a quick spritz of that same Morphe Luminous setting spray again. And this is the finished makeup. So yeah, I'm just going to take a few photos, take a few videos, or insert some clips of the finished makeup here, and I'll see you back for the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is obviously the finished makeup. I really enjoyed doing this. Basic, yet really effective smoky eye, and it's very wearable. Wear it out literally anywhere. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope there was a good little step-by-step in-depth tutorial. Let me know if you want any more videos like this one. Like I said, I will be back at Christmas looks hopefully next week. And yeah, we've got lots of exciting ideas coming up. And I'll see you guys again next week for a new video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you feel like it. And I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.